Hi everyone, welcome to Raise to Rise podcast, a place where we discuss bite-sized wisdom nuggets with easy-to-follow practices to live a better life. Raise to Rise podcast is supported by Ayurvedic Seva. Ayurvedic Seva is an herbal dietary supplement line set out to change the industry by dedicating the company to quality, safety, and holistic approach on making the wellness journey safe, healthy, and natural. If you want to start adding some natural herbs in your life, then head over to ayurvedicseva.com and use our promo code Raise to Rise for 30% discount. Once again, it's ayurvedicseva.com and use our promo code Raise to Rise for 30% discount. I am your host, Mital Patel, a parenting junkie, Ayurveda enthusiast, and an advocate of conscious living. Hello, friends. Welcome to episode 40 of Raise to Rise podcast. I am so grateful for each and every one of you for listening, rating, reviewing, and subscribing the podcast. I am just so honored to be sharing my life journey with you all. So, yes, welcome to this sacred space in our conscious chat. Today, I want to share about my spiritual journey. But before that, let me ask you this question. Have you ever thought about the expectations we hold for ourselves? Sometimes it isn't easy to meet our expectations, right? Because we may find ourselves in a situation like finishing a meditation or a session of deep breathing or listening to some calming soul music. Yet, we might have difficulty retaining our sense of peace. And to be honest, some days a long line at the store or slow-moving traffic or any stressful situation can unnerve us, right? And leave us wondering why the tranquility and spiritual equilibrium we cultivate gets disturbed so quickly. And in that scenario, we feel guilty and angry at ourselves, at least I do sometimes, for not being able to maintain the control after practicing mindfulness and being centered. However, someone told me that being patient with ourselves will help us more in our soul's journey than the frustration at our perceived lack of progress. So that's what I'm working towards. I am trying to be patient with myself in this journey. And the major lesson I learned in this whole journey is doing the best I can in my quest for spiritual growth. And that's vastly more important than striving for perfection. So I've been choosing progress over perfection, right? And it's so necessary to do that. And just because we're devoted to following a spiritual path or attaining inner peace or even living a specific ideology doesn't mean that we should expect to achieve perfection. So progress and journey is what we all need to focus on. And I truly believe that when we approach our personal evolution mindfully, we can experience intense emotions like anger without feeling of being failed. And simply by being aware of what we're experiencing and recognizing that our feelings are temporary and we have begun taking the necessary steps to regaining our internal balance. And accepting the difficult situations like these will arise from time to time, and treating our reaction to them as if they are passing events like passing clouds rather than a part of who we are can help us move past them. So practicing this form of acceptance and paying attention to our reactions in order to learn from them makes it easier for us to return to our center more quickly. And sometimes, regardless of number of practices and awareness, we end up overthinking and reacting. Hence, Hence, occasionally we need to pause. We all need to pause and step away from the hustle and bustle of our modern lifestyle. And one way to do this is to get away from our daily life and go on a spiritual retreat. And these retreats are far more than a vacation, and they're way beyond the vacations. A retreat normally offers us time for ourselves to reflect and renew our spirit. It's a time when we can all cocoon ourselves so that we may emerge renewed and refreshed and ready to return to our everyday lives with a new perspective and pure intention. So a retreat gives us that time for uninterrupted meditation so that we can go deep within and spend time with ourselves. Now you must be thinking, why am I talking about a retreat today? I just wanted to share my excitement with you all that later today, I'm going on a silent retreat. Yes, I said later today. I'm looking forward to spend 3 days in contemplation. I am ready to more easily hear out my heart when it speaks to me without the pull of any deadlines, relationships, the internet, and any other medias. I'm giving myself time to go deep into my own solitude where I can fully reflect on my joys, sorrows, and fears and owning and releasing them as I need. So, who knows, I may even come to know and understand my life path more deeply. And hopefully, when I return back, I can bring a little bit of this time alone back with me and create the space for deep reflection on a daily basis. I'm looking forward to come back to my life renewed and ready to take on the world. I am so excited for this journey. And I believe the beauty of going on retreat is that no matter where we go or how long we stay, we'll always meet ourselves when we get there. Thanks for listening to Raise to Rise podcast. We would absolutely love to hear your thoughts about today's episode. Please let me know you have listened to this episode and fill me with your aha moment. Share it on Instagram, tag me with hashtag Raise to Rise or at Raise to Rise, and I would love to share those to my stories and shout you out there. I would also love if you can subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. It's our brand new podcast launch, and we have some bonus giveaways going on for the top raters and reviewers. Also, I would love to send you my 7-day parenting journal absolutely for free. All you gotta do is leave me a review in the iTunes store, take a screenshot, and email it over at raisetorisepodcast@gmail.com. Again, take a screenshot of the review and email me at raisetorisepodcast@gmail.com, and I will send you the 7-day parenting journal absolutely for free. Thank you so much for being the active listener of this podcast. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for raising your consciousness and rising as joyful beings.